Hi, welcome to Renate's Farm Sanctuary here in Austria. Um, on last Sunday morning, a horse died. A mare, she was 31 years old and she was within this herd for 14 years. I wanted to talk about how, how horses react to the death of another horse, how they grieve and uh, how they help animals to go from life to death, how they support each other. So Tessa suffered from narcolepsia. This is a disease which causes that they sometimes fall asleep so deeply that they fall to the ground. And this got worse uh, during the last couple of weeks, and on Friday it got really worse, and she was going in circles and fell and couldn't get up, and again got up and was again running in circles, and this went on for quite some hours. And during all this time she was surrounded by the herd. The others were next to her. She was never alone, she was never on her own. She always felt the support of the group. And so it started in the stable, and on Friday evening it was a bit better then, and then she decided to go down. She wanted to die on the grass and not in the stable. And so she went down, and she, again she was supported by the herd, and they all went down to the grass. And the next morning, at very early in the morning, I went down, and uh, she was lying. And Pascal, a friend of hers, a little pony, he was standing very close to her, and the others were a bit further away. But he was kind of guarding her. He was her guard, and she was very weak already. And I called the vet, and the vet put her down. But this happened very peacefully, so she didn't wake up in between, and she just fell asleep and passed over. And then all the animals came, one after the other, to say goodbye. And they, with their nose, they tapped her, and uh, they did it like queuing up, and one after the other came to say goodbye. And this was incredible to watch. Really, it was. She was like being carried from the whole herd, and they were all keeping the space for her transition. And and then they formed kind of a circle and were standing next to her, and then they even lay down, and uh, yeah, and it stayed like this for almost 12 hours. They were always around her, and she was in the middle, and it was really awesome to watch how they say goodbye and how they grieve. And I felt the grief they have. So she was in this herd for 14 years, and she was the former lead mare, and they really all said goodbye. And then after 12 hours, they left her alone. And now at the moment, I feel that the herd is closer together. It feels as if they support each other, um, and they are all kind of grieving. So yeah, there is a different energy around the horses at the moment. And why I do this video is to emphasize that it's when we die and when we pass, we want to be surrounded by a group, by our group, by our loved ones, and that holds good for animals as well as for people. So when you have animals and they are about to die, so don't leave them alone. Stay with them, and if you have more animals, let the whole group support them dying. And also for people, when there are people dying in your family, stay with them and support them when they are leaving. So this was my message today. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye bye.